Hi, this is Beth Brockett with Rule and Rule Realtors and the Brockett Homes team. I am here at Noel Ridge Park in Cedar Rapids. You can just kind of see the sad facts of the aftermath of the Derecho that we had little over 2 weeks ago Monday. But we are, for the most part, most homes have electricity. There's a few individual homes still impacted, but most are getting that back. Internet's coming back. We've missed that terribly. And cleanup has begun. So, be careful as you're driving around town. If you aren't someone who lives in Cedar Rapids, Marion area, just keep in mind, give some distance in driving. The trucks, as they are picking up debris, it falls out and you're kind of having to drive around it. There are piles high, I would say 7 to 10 foot high of debris in many areas. So it's hard to see around. It's hard to see around them when you're at a corner to pull out. So just really be careful. Our marketing assistant was rear-ended yesterday, so it's a little rough here yet. The other thing I was thinking about was, I feel like I do a pretty good job of being pretty reasonable and handle stress pretty well, but this is really an overwhelming thing. And so if you are feeling a little too overwhelmed, don't be afraid to maybe get some help, talk to someone, reach out and look for some services for that, because it really is overwhelming and everybody handles it differently. So just think about that. Take care of yourself. It's overwhelming to say I'm not doing enough. I should be helping more. I've kind of gotten myself to a place where I am just like, okay, well, I can do this thing today. I can give this amount of money for this project now. I have to, somebody's called me for a contracting referral if I can help, or they're trying to figure out what to do with housing. I'm just trying to do what I can when I can. So if we can all just do that and not feel guilty, but just try to help where we can, I think we feel a little bit more in control if we can help somebody. And that feeling of control is an important thing for all of our mental health, I think, too. So just some things to think about. Real estate, how weird is real estate? So people need to move and do things, as I've told you before, all the time, in the craziest of times. We have some people that were getting ready to list that just within 2 weeks, we're going to be 3 weeks, I guess, next week, and they're now ready to get it back on the market. So there's going to be more new properties coming on the market. Several of our listings we're lucky enough not to really have too much damage, which is hard to even imagine in this mess. And so, hey, if you're looking for something that's move-in ready, we're doing a virtual open house at 2925 Cedar Ridge Drive Northeast on Sunday, August 30th at 1 o'clock. My Facebook page will be doing a Facebook Live on that and a little virtual tour, because it's really kind of hard to put a directional sign out because there's so much debris everywhere. So that is getting cleaned out, but I thought for this weekend we may go that direction. Several people, like I said, getting themselves back together and getting back to a place where they're ready. A lot of buyers have popped up for whatever reason. I think there's going to be a lot of investor opportunities, people that just are not in a place mentally or financially or whatever to do the fix up, and investors able to grab it up, because I'll tell you what, there's a lot of people without homes right now. Maybe they were in a destroyed home, or maybe they were in a manufactured home or whatever, and they're looking for some housing. So I think there's some investment opportunities out there. Some people are just, saying, hey, I have loved my acreage and I have loved taking care of it, but I'm in my 60s now, and I had kind of thought about condos, but not seriously, and I'm ready. So we've had some buyers like that, and just a variety of different things. So you know, jobs still change, people still have growing families, so we are still seeing activity, and it's getting very condensed. I would say July and August were slower for us personally at Brockett Homes, and that worked out well based on everything that happened, but it's getting kind of condensed into this fall. So I thought we would probably have a busy fall, and I think that's going to be very true, and probably more condensed than I anticipated. So hold on to your hats. We're going to be there for you. Give us a call if we can help you out in whatever way, or if you just need to chat. You know, sometimes that's what we need, just some companionship and friendship, and we want to be there for you. Our pastor, the weekend after the storm, did a really great sermon about how he saw so many different types of gifts in service, and I almost didn't want to go to church. This is really a confession of mine. I almost didn't want to go because I felt like I hadn't done enough for other people, and so I kind of felt guilty. And my husband's like, yeah, we're going, you know, whatever. So we get there. And I am so, of course, as always, glad that I did, because he reminded us that we have different gifts. Some people are those doers, and they got the chainsaw, and they're going out there, and they're, you know, going down their house, and then they're going to every house in the neighborhood. And they make me feel guilty. But they are amazing people, and God bless them. But there are also people who are encouragers, or they are people who bring meals and food, or just show up with stuff that you didn't know you needed, or just call, or you know, serve a meal, whatever. So that was helpful, because I think you can get overrun with guilt. Even sometimes, like if your house wasn't as much as damaged, although it's hard to believe anybody didn't get damaged, but there were some that, you know, didn't have a whole lot. And so think about that. What can you do that works for you? What little things mean a lot, and when we all do a little bit, it lifts everybody up. So I think if I can leave you with any words of encouragement, I guess that would be the most important thing, I think, for all of us, is to get help if we need it. Don't get isolated. Call a friend. Talk with your neighbor. I've heard lots of stories about people in neighborhoods that they did not know their neighbors in the past, and they have now become pretty good friends, having helped each other out and worked side by side to get things back together. So just do what you can, and every little bit helps. If you're not in the Cedar Rapids, Marion area, I got to tell you, you can't believe this. Pictures don't do it, because it's every block. They say probably 50% of the tree cover is gone, and we have a beautiful city of trees. You know, people's landscapes are completely different. You know, they're seeing houses they thought they had a private yard, or they're seeing the sky through their ceiling. So it's amazing, but we will get through it. And this is a wonderful community, and very resilient. So I think that's wonderful. Do what you can, but take a break. You know, just, you got to give some self-love right now too. So I wish you all the best, and stay in touch.